Hi friends, my name is Anup Mayank. Today I'm going to talk about cost optimization in Databricks. For those who do not know, Databricks is one of the leading data warehousing solution which exists in market today, and many of the leading companies are using it. So it's a very powerful tool, but if you're not careful, suddenly your Databricks cost can grow. And there are few quick tips which I'm going to share with you, which will help you in reducing your cost. So yeah, let's dive in. So what are the things which I have found? So costs are increasing because of three factors. One, you have your idle clusters which are running for hours. Second, you are running your production jobs on expensive interactive compute. And third, you using oversized clusters which has too many workers. So let's look at each of these one by one, and let's talk about how to reduce the cost. So optimization number one, which you could do is that, and it is the easiest one to do. It's the simplest. You have to reduce auto termination timeout. Many people have set it up either too long, like 2+ hours, or they have not set up at all. So, which is basically your cluster is running and it is burning dollars and DBUs. And when you can set it up to lower values, for example, in case of dev environment, you want to set it up for 10 to 15 minutes. And in shared ad hoc clusters, you want to set it up to 15 to 30 minutes. So your cluster will auto terminate after this time if there is no activity happening, and you are effectively saving the cost. So this is one of the easiest one, and it can easily save thousands of and hundreds of thousands of dollars easily per year. So yeah, please take care. So number one is reduce auto termination timeout. Second, so there are two types of compute clusters. One is all-purpose compute, and second is job cluster compute. All-purpose compute is for interactive work and exploration. For example, you are doing some analysis and you're debugging and developing, and these are very short-lived. So if you are using it for that, that's fine. But if you are, but its cost is higher. And whereas the job clusters, which are predictable scheduled jobs, and for those things, Databricks is providing lower cost clusters. So make sure that you are not running regular ETLs and jobs on this all-purpose compute. And make sure that these kind of clusters, all-purpose compute clusters, are minimum. That way you can easily save dollars. So let's move on. Third, and this is one of the biggest culprit which I want to talk about. So when you start a cluster, you provide two things: minimum number of workers and maximum number of workers. And people could set it up, for example, let's say minimum number of workers 10 to 50. But you have to analyze this properly, and you should think that understand this minimum workers is something that these many nodes will be running no matter what, whether there is any job being executed or not. Whereas with auto scale capability, you could automatically auto scale up your clusters based on the load the system is facing. So it is always advisable to set up your min workers to one. In very rare circumstances, you want to increase it higher. And it should definitely be analyzed by your team and analyzed for your right size of workloads. Many a times, what we have seen that developers just duplicate existing scenario, and in which their minimum worker count and maximum worker count is same. And in that case, they are burning dollars, or they have set the min workers to very high. Uh, and people want to be safe, and for those reasons they not look at the cost from the initial, but it burns dollars and organization is losing money. So definitely you want to have a close look at this low worker count. The lower min worker is one, you will save lots of dollars. So again, to sum it up, the key takeaways are: reduce idle cluster time, reduce use job compute for production workloads, lower minimum worker settings, and you could easily save 20 to 40%, if not more. You could save on Databricks spends. So yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you benefit from this uh, talk, and you will be able to utilize this. Thank you.